Ooh, I could use that. Hey guys, it's your boy DJ HardLogic here, coming at you with another episode of Survival Minecraft on the Java Survival server, episode 54, and I'm in a box. It's an invisible box. You might notice that, or recognize it as the Litematica area selector, and that's because one of the people on the server who goes by iOrbit, at least I think it's just iOrbit, they want me to make a crashed Star Wars ship. That's them now. Crashed Star Wars ship over here by their base, which is right over here. It's a very nice little base. And so we agreed that this would be, or we decided that this would be a good spot for it and a good size. But I kind of need to leave the server right now so I can actually go design this thing. So first things first, I got this here, which is the area that will actually be built upon. And the ship that Orbit wants is an X-Wing, although they preferred the size of this, which is actually 2-to-1, I think, which is technically just slightly larger than what would actually be player scale. So this is 1-to-1, that's 2-to-1, but he wants this at that size so that you can like explore the cockpit and whatever and stuff. So I got to build this at 2-to-1, and then I can destroy it. So let's get that started. So I'm over here getting the basic dimensions down for the upscaled X-Wing when I remembered that I did this once upon a time. And I don't remember what this was originally, but I did intend for it to be like a giant scrape room, like giant scrape tear in the metal kind of thing for the cruiser, maybe, probably. But then I just kind of decided it didn't look that great. But from the ground, it doesn't look that bad. And I could potentially use this with that. It would, however, mean that this would need to be a lot longer, I think, maybe, depending on how I do it. But we'll get to that later. Right now, I'm still just working on this. And the way I'm doing it is I literally have a... Let me get that out of the way. I literally have a Illustrator file opened up, and I'm just getting the actual scaled up dimensions. I have the official, or rather one of the official cutaway books open on my lap that I actually have the size. So I know that the dimensions for an actual X-Wing is just about 12.5 meters. So I scaled that up to twice that, which is 25. So I got 25 meters here. The body itself goes from here to there, and then there will be 5 panes of glass, or 5 blocks of glass for this part, and then 8 more for the body. Right here's where R2 will be, or whatever astromech droid that it is, and then the last 2 here for the engines that stick out right there. And that's about as far as I've gotten. I actually have built this at 2 scale, or 2-to-1 scale before, but that was on my old mech book before it died, and then I lost everything, except for a handful of things that I was able to print on here because I happened to save them. And so that's where we are right now. I'll continue on this, and then you'll just continue sitting there. Okay, so I just finished up the actual build part for the base model, I suppose. And now I just need to figure out how to get this, where to go, over there. So what I'm going to do is make a schematic of this and then just move it over there. Area selector, new selection. You should be able to do that. Bring it over to one more. Okay. And then all the way up. Save, save, save. I really need to figure out what some of these are and delete them. I can delete that now. Load. Next wing. Load. So if I have it right around here, I think will look okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different reference image. I'm going to use this one for most of it. It might actually be better to have kind of this mound here to just be the destroyed land, because that kind of looks good already. So if I do that, then I can do, let's see, does that look good? Maybe one more. Yeah, there we go. I think that'll look okay. Obviously, the inside stuff needs to be cleared. I'll keep working on this, and I'll figure something out. As it turns out, breaking a build's actually really difficult to do, at least for me. Basically got the body mostly complete. I have this kind of like broken off wing, and the engine is kind of a little bit messed up here. These wings are going to be torn off. This little bit of the metal got crumpled up a bit, and the windshield thing got torn off, except for like, I guess, this latch part. And I'm trying to figure out how to do the wing, or at least where I want to put the wing. So if I do like this, the wings are just kind of underground here, but in the image it's kind of sticking up and at a little bit of an angle. So do I want to, well, I guess I can start by removing the stuff that I already have accounted for, which would be pretty much all of this, about like that, I think. Yeah, that looks right. So I gotta figure out what to do with this part. I think I want it to be kind of just over here somewhere. How do I maybe this part can just kind of be over here, not really doing anything. Move it up one more. There. So that's that part. Maybe that just is where the wing is. Okay, so I already have it incorrectly. But it's supposed to be broken, so I guess that's fine. This is really difficult. There. Do. Yeah, that's fine, actually. And then that could be like this. It got crumpled up a little bit. Okay. Fill that back in. I don't need this here. Although eventually I will need coarse dirt, but I can do that once I actually get everything laid out. I just gotta figure out how this is going to be. And on the image, I mean, the actual image part, it's really more angled down. The whole wing is at a slight angle. But that's really tricky to do, so for now I'm just going to keep it like this. And I could definitely have this part be bent though. That won't be too difficult. Part of this, a little bit of a hill, we'll need to leave. Not a whole lot though, I think. Let's see, coarse dirt. Rooted dirt, that can't be grown over, I think. I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's not there because I took that part out. And then, let's see, scraped a little bit there, there. That's starting to look okay, I think. Yeah, that's looking okay. That looks good. That looks like it crashed. Okay, now back to the actual thing that I'm doing. Doo-doo-doo. Maybe one of them is just over there. Probably the one that was on the bottom. So, let's see. How much straightness do I want this to have? It's pretty straight in the image, except it bends at the end. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like that. I think I want this part to be going down a little bit. So there's that, and then this part can be broken off over here. Okay, so that's broken off. Alright. So that's one wing. Now I got to do the other, figure out what the other three are going to be. I think I want one of them to be way back here. So I'll just kind of mark where I want the engine, because this one's going to be like fully wrecked. So the engine's gonna actually be pretty buried. You're just gonna see like there. And there. I want part of a wing over here somewhere. Like maybe... like here's a part of it. And then this wing can be coming off like... oh, that's the wrong luck. Like this. And this one could just be fully broken off, like right there. Now let's see. Where's the rest of this part gonna be? Maybe it can just kind of be squigglied up. Like just fully broken, fully bent. So there's those. And then I need these again. And I need to do that and that. For that. Yep, that's pretty broken to me. Which means that it needs to have some more course of the dirt. Now let's actually look at some stuff here, because all of these are just going to be full blocks except for like those. And I want it to look like a big scrape on the ground. And I think for that I actually might want just wood. But what wood looks like dirt? I guess this? Spruce wood? Maybe. What about jungle wood? So, oh, mix of woods might actually work pretty well too. Maybe I need to stop thinking so hard about it. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to add some stone buttons for like rocks that got flung out. Oh yeah, that could also just look like little bits of the ship, you know? Oh, that does look like little bits of the ship. I like that better than having it be rocks, so I'm gonna take some of these off here. Okay, so now let's see. Still need to do this other wing, I guess. So there's gonna be that. And there we go. So now that's this whole part. Mostly. Whoops. That part can be broken. Now let's see. Oh, I didn't think about this part. Because for these to be going up, then they have to be activated. That's not really a luxury that I have. Whoops. Unless I do like this. Which doesn't look great. Well, I could do like this maybe. Yeah, that looks okay. And now I can do the exact same thing. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe like that. Alright. Okay. Should this one be up to... yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, it's looking like a crashed plane to me. Do I want to do the other wing? Not really. Now what I want to do is take this and see what I can do with it over there. So I need to get my lucky rabbit foot. And I'm not actually certain where I need to start this. I guess maybe right here. And here. Does that work with the terrain? Sort of, but not really. Maybe I do need it to be the other way around. Maybe kind of like that. Well, I finished up that part of the design and all the little detail things, so I'm gonna go back to the real world and get started getting materials. Let's get started. And there we have it. It's all done and dusted. I think it looked pretty good, like I've unknowingly said several times throughout this video. And there's not much I can say about this, really. So, with that said, if you guys had fun, consider leaving a like. If you guys had a lot of fun, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one.